Hi everyone, Karen Frost here with Handmade Soap Decadence, and I'm going to be making a soap today. I didn't prepare, I normally prepare my oils the day before, but I didn't last night because I wasn't feeling up to it, but I felt up to making a soap today, so I'm going to use the thermal transfer method. So you will see me go from the beginning. Obviously I'll probably either cut it out or fast forward through it because it's going to take, you know, a good few minutes for the oils to melt, but this way you get to see everything. And as you can see how yellow my base oils are, and that's because my extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to put on my mask, protect my lungs, I don't breathe anything in, and I'm going to get my lye water mixed up. I've got my silk in there, in with my water. Just move this bowl out of the way, and I've got a tea towel that I'm going to put down underneath my jug because it is going to get extremely hot. There we go. I'm going to be making buttered maple oats honey fragrance today. So that should be really nice. It smells rather yummy. It's very sweet. And yeah, it's sweet and buttery and yeah, oaty. It's very nice. I thought I'd give that one a go. I don't know if you can hear me properly with the face mask on, but yeah, I thought that I'd give that one a go as opposed to the regular oatmeal milk and honey, just because, you know, everyone does that one, and I thought I'd try something different. Although my design isn't exactly going to be original, it's going to be quite basic because it does discolour to a tan. Right, so I'm going to give this a stir, and I'm going to make sure that I'm not above it at all, because I don't know if you guys can see that, but the fumes are starting now as it heats up. So I'm just going to keep stirring, just try and dissolve my silk and wait until the mixture goes clear. So I've got my face way back away from it. It's also better to have this at a higher level than you are, therefore the fumes are above you and you don't breathe them in. Make sure you're in a well ventilated area. If you can do it outside, all the better, but I'm inside filming with you guys. And as I don't do the filming in my kitchen, I can't stand underneath my cooker hood. So we'll just bottle on with this. So once this is clear, I will bring you back. Right, we are nice and clear now, so you can get on with melting the oils. And I forgot to mention, I do have my safety glasses on. Very important. Make sure you've got your goggles on. Let's get my oils in here. I've got my base oils and my clay, my oatmeal, my soya, that's all in here. I'm going to pour this hot lye water right on top of my oils and let them melt. Oh goodness me, totally forgot to strain my lye water. Did anything get in there? I hope not. No, I don't think anything got in there. Strain my little bits and bobs out. Any undissolved silk. Get that out. Let's see if we're getting to strain it. At least I only poured in a tiny amount before I remembered. It wasn't a total disaster. I mean, they wouldn't actually hurt you, it's just bits of next week's leaves, so not a big deal, but don't particularly want any soap. Right, so now I shall get stirring. Obviously I've got lumps of cocoa butter, shea butter. They're the hardest to melt. The coconut oil melts quite quickly, but the shea and cocoa butter take longer, understandably. They're much harder oils. So I'm just going to continue stirring this until it's all melted, and I will bring you back when it's finished melting. Whilst this is still melting, I'm going to mix up some colour. I'm not doing much of a colour because this actually discolours to tan, but I am going to do a little gold swirl. So I'm going to just mix up my gold whilst I'm busy with melting. Don't need an awful lot because I'm only going to do a small gold swirl. So that's just gold shimmer. I'm just going to get a bit of distilled water. And I just use a pipette. See how far we get with that. Just a little bit more. That'll do. Back on my bottle. Right, let's just give this little mix. There's not an awful lot to be mixing in here, but I don't want it to be lumpy, so that's my gold mixed up. Let's check on this. See how we're doing. It doesn't feel very warm at all, so if you're worried about doing the thermal transfer method, I mean, I don't do it very often because I find the stirring rather tedious and I'm quite impatient, so waiting for these to melt is for me quite difficult. But given that it does actually save a bit of time rather than me trying to cool down my lye water and then melt my oils, it just makes sense to do it this way, seeing as I haven't prepared. So yeah, I don't do this often, but I have done it before, that's why I know how it works. But you see, my arms and my hands cramp from the stirring, so that's why I don't do this often. That's why I prepare my oils the night before and then make the soap, because doing it all in one go is a bit more difficult for me. So I will bring you back in a minute. Okay, I've got a few little chunks left, but I am impatient. So I'm going to use my stick blender to just break them up a little bit. should have cut the cocoa butter in the shea butter into smaller pieces, and then they would have melted quicker. I am an impatient person. Right, so let me take this spatula out because I need to put in my coconut cream and my other butters, not butters, my other milks, so my buttermilk, yogurt, double cream. So let me just strain my coconut milk first. Well, it's coconut cream. As I mentioned in previous videos, I've started straining the coconut cream because it does have actual coconut pieces in it, and I noticed that when I'm cutting and planing my soaps, those coconut pieces cause drag marks. The actual coconut pieces themselves in the soap are really nice, it just makes it slightly exfoliating, but aesthetically I'm removing them so that my soaps are smoother when I plane them. Whoops. Oh, nearly. Caught that just about. Okay. There, as you can see, there are the coconut pieces. So, give this a squeeze. And that's how I do it. It's nothing spectacular. That's it. Put that to one side. Let's get my cream in there. We should grab another spatula. Oh gosh, I don't know why I'm gone so high pitched. Shall bring it down a tone. Right, so yeah, double cream, buttermilk, rice flour and yogurt powder. That's all in there. So should give this a quick mix. And you can see now the rest of the batters have finished melting. No more lumps of butters in there now. Oops. Right, I am going to pour off a little bit for some white for the milk part before I fragrance it, because with it just being a discolouring fragrance, it'll only discolour to sort of a light brown tannish type colour, but obviously that will affect a white. So I just want a little bit for the white swirl. So let's get that done first. Bit of TD, that's titanium dioxide, in some distilled water. Get some of that in there, give it a quick mix. like that, just a little bit whiter. Pour off a little bit for some gold, and then actually I can fragrance all of that. Doesn't matter if the gold goes a bit dark, that's not a problem. So let me get the fragrance in. I want to say hello to all my new subscribers. I have quite a few new subscribers, so hello and welcome to my channel. It's nice to have you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. It gives me, what's the word I'm looking for? It gives me hope, I suppose. It gives me confidence to keep going and making videos, because that means you guys actually want to see what I'm doing, which is totally amazing. Oh, this smells so good. It's the only problem though, you guys, you can't smell what I smell, which is a shame, because it does smell rather gorgeous. Now, I'm very, very loose, so I'm going to give this a bit of a mix. Thicken it up a bit. I'm still really loose. Sorry about the noise from the blender there. Right, let's separate some off now for the gold. And get that in. Like I said, I'm not using a huge amount of gold. It's just a little accent colour, just to represent the honey and the maple. Right, and give that a quick mix as well. And I'm still really, really runny and loose. This is not good. I mean, well, it's good, but I need it thicker than this. Oh, my shoulder is hurting. Wow, I can't believe how much I'm having to blend this and it's still not getting any thicker. Oh wow. So, I think I may have to wait a little while and bring you back, because if I pour this now, it's going to be well, it's not going to be very defined, is it? Mind you, I suppose I could get away with that. No, I'm going to go ahead and pour. It'll be fine. I just won't go in with the chopstick or anything, because with it being this runny, it's really just going to swirl itself an awful lot as I'm pouring, so. And I soak with the water discount, so just goes to show that thermal transfer doesn't necessarily speed up your trace. Because it was fairly thick until I put the rest of my liquids in. And obviously the cream and the buttermilk and stuff, they're all part of my water allowance. So that did loosen it up once I put those in. And obviously the TD had water in it, so that loosened that up a bit more. There we go. I mean, if you want a fragrance that's going to give you time, well, look at that. Right, oh, I'm just going to stand up, give this a stir, and just grab another spatula for my white. Well, it's more of a cream than a white. And oh yeah, this is definitely going to swirl itself insanely as I pour. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do the topping for quite a while. I've got some oatmeal that I want to put up one side and some bubble wrap that I want to put on the other side. So there we go, let's get my mould in. Maybe I should turn it the other way. Yeah, you guys can see that, I think. What's this side? There we go. Alright. Oh, look how loose that is. It's crazy. But let's just pour it in. Let's get some of the white in there. Oh, I can see a speck. Just want to grab it. Gotcha. Wipe the gloves off. And we shall go in with the gold, which is ridiculously watery. Look at that. See, I don't know if you can see it, but it is totally swirling itself. Pouring rather close to the mould because it's so thin. I don't need to have it high up. I'll leave the rest of that for the top. Let's get some more of the gold in. Some of that at the top. Let's get the white in. There we go. Let's just get the rest of the base colour in. Trying to get it to sit on the top, and it is, so that's good. Like I said, I'm not going to try and swirl this at all. It's completely unnecessary. It's swirled itself. Let's just hope it hasn't swirled itself too much because it's so thin. That's that, so I'm just going to give this a tap down. There we go. It's so runny, my goodness. I really like it to be thicker to work with. Find that you get much better definition with your colours when it's thicker. So yeah, I'm not a fan of super thin batter, but given what this fragrance is, it's okay because it's sort of porridge. So it doesn't have to have great definition, I suppose. Would have been nice, but I think it'll be fine. Right, now let's see what we can do with the white and the gold. I want to have white down one side and gold down the other side. So let's see if I can manage Right. Okay. So I'm going to just write this down. And grab my bubble wrap. I'm going to put that on the gold side. Just sort of patting it down. Make sure it's well in there so that it can leave a nice indentation pattern. I think that's in all right. I'm just going to take off my gloves now because I want to put some whole oats on top. Of the white portion. around so I can see a bit better. And some of this will fall off, but it certainly will wash off when you use it, but it looks pretty. Right, that's it. So I'm not going to be putting any glitter on top of this one. It's just going to be as is. So here we go. Buttered maple oats and honey. Hope you can see that. Okay, so I'll bring you back for the cutting shortly for you, but it will be tomorrow for me. Get my lid. And night soap. There we go. I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now. Okie dokie. Here it is. It looks pretty cool. I like it so far. I'm going to cut it on its side. It smells yummy. Let's get an end piece going. Hope everybody is well as usual. I could make that a bit bigger actually. There's the end piece. Sorry about the light, not much I can do about it where there is plants. Such is what we get in England. Right, let's get the first full slice going. Here we go. It's going to get darker in the middle, the way you see this brown around the outside. The inside will go that colour, but the white will stay white because I didn't put the fragrance in that part, so it will still have the white swirl. I'm quite happy with the way this came out. It looks really cool. Next slice. And there's the top. The bubble wrap worked out pretty well, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, pretty cool. Lovely jubbly. The next one. So many ideas running around my head of what I want to make. Just can't keep up with my ideas. Well, my body can't anyway. So much I want to do. I have got some oats stuck in here, stopping my wire going down. So I need to get those out. There we go. That should be okay now. Still not going down properly. Sleeping. There we go. Not many slices to go now. But this oatmeal is really getting in the way. Right, let's hope my string will go down properly now. Yeah. Don't know why it's not going down properly, but anywho, we shall continue. Oh, it's because my wire's gone loose, no wonder. It was tight, now I don't know why that went loose, that's quite bizarre. Oh well. Strange. That's better. Heard the click that time, so I knew it went through. There we go. This will be a really nice one to use if you're into foodie. It's not an overpowering fragrance, it's just a nice soft gentle fragrance. It's a little bit sweet obviously from the honey and maple syrup type notes in it. But it's one of those comforting smells, if you get my meaning. And that's the last full slice. And I'm just going to cut this one into samples. And there's the other one. So these will be used as samples. So that's all I've got for the moment, and I will bring you back with the next making of. Yeah, so I'll see you again soon. Take care for now, peeps. Bye.